Online courses promise everything: high income, new careers, life-changing skills. But are they actually worth your money? Instead of guessing, I tested 5 popular online courses myself. Different platforms, different price ranges, to see what you really get. In this video, I'll break down which ones delivered real value, which ones were mostly marketing, and what you should look for before spending a single dollar. Course number 5, the Photography Masterclass. This course promised to turn complete beginners into professional photographers. The price tag was $300, and it had thousands of 5-star reviews. Here's what I found. The content itself isn't bad. You get over 40 hours of video lessons covering everything from camera basics to advanced editing techniques. The instructor knows his stuff and explains things clearly. But here's the problem. 40 hours is overwhelming for a beginner. Most people will never finish it. The course tries to cover too much ground without giving you enough practical assignments to actually build your skills. You end up watching videos but not really learning because you're not doing enough hands-on work. Also, a lot of the technical information about cameras and equipment gets outdated pretty quickly. Some of the gear recommendations in this course are already discontinued models. For $300, you could buy a used camera and just start shooting, learning from free YouTube tutorials along the way. That would honestly teach you more. The verdict? Skip this one unless you find it on sale for under $50. Even then, you're better off with free resources and actual practice time. Course number 4, Complete Digital Marketing Bootcamp. Digital marketing is huge right now, and everyone wants to learn it. This course costs $200 and claims to teach you everything you need to become a digital marketing expert. It covers social media marketing, email campaigns, SEO, paid advertising, and analytics. Sounds great, right? Here's the reality. Digital marketing changes constantly. Algorithms update, platforms add new features, and strategies that worked last year don't work today. This course was created 2 years ago, and it shows. The Facebook ads section talks about features that don't even exist anymore. The Instagram growth tactics are completely outdated. The SEO module teaches techniques that could actually hurt your rankings now. On the positive side, the email marketing section is solid. Those fundamentals don't change as much, and the instructor gives you practical templates you can actually use. The analytics part is also helpful for understanding how to read data and make decisions. But overall, you're paying $200 for information that's partially obsolete. The instructor hasn't updated the content to keep pace with industry changes. For digital marketing, you're better off following current industry blogs, taking free courses from Google and Facebook themselves, and just experimenting with real campaigns. This course isn't worth the money in its current state. Course number 3, Python Programming for Beginners. This one costs $150 and promises to take you from zero coding knowledge to building your own programs in 12 weeks. Programming courses are tricky because they either go too fast or too slow, and finding the right pace is everything. This course actually gets the pace right. It starts with the absolute basics without being condescending, and gradually builds up complexity. Each section ends with a hands-on project that reinforces what you just learned. By the end, you'll have built a password manager, a web scraper, and a simple game. The instructor is patient and explains errors in a way that helps you understand what went wrong, not just how to fix it. That's huge for beginners who get frustrated easily. The course also includes a private Discord community where you can ask questions. I posted several questions and got helpful responses within a few hours. However, there are 2 drawbacks. First, $150 is steep when there are great free alternatives like Harvard's CS50 or the Odin Project. Second, the course doesn't go deep enough into any one area. By the end, you'll know the basics of Python, but you won't be job ready. You'll need additional learning to actually build a career. The verdict? If you can afford it and you learn better with structured paid courses, this is decent. But if money is tight, stick with free resources. They'll get you to the same place. Course number 2, Master Your Money, Personal Finance Course. Here's something different. This course costs $90 and teaches personal finance, budgeting, investing, and debt management. Financial literacy is something everyone needs, but schools don't teach. So I was curious if this course delivered value. And honestly, this is one of the better ones. The course is only 8 hours long, which makes it actually completable. It's structured in a logical way, starting with mindset and spending habits, then moving into budgeting systems, debt payoff strategies, and finally investing basics. The instructor breaks down complex topics like compound interest, tax-advantaged accounts, and index funds in simple terms. The course includes spreadsheet templates for budgeting and tracking net worth, which are genuinely useful. There's also a section on psychological barriers to saving money, which I found surprisingly valuable. It's not just about numbers, it's about changing behavior. The downside? $90 for 8 hours of content feels a bit pricey, especially since a lot of this information is available in personal finance books you can get from the library for free. Also, some of the investing advice is a bit too conservative. Course number 1. The Ultimate Video Editing Course. This is the one that surprised me the most. It costs $120 and focuses entirely on video editing using Adobe Premiere Pro. In today's content creation world, video editing is an incredibly valuable skill, so I had high expectations, and this course absolutely delivered. Right for the start, you're editing actual footage. The instructor doesn't waste time on unnecessary theory. You learn by doing, which is exactly how you should learn creative skills. The course takes you through real-world projects, like editing a music video, a documentary-style piece, a promotional ad, and a YouTube video. Each project teaches different techniques, and by the end, you have a portfolio of work to show potential clients or employers. The pacing is perfect. It's challenging enough to keep you engaged, but not so difficult that you get lost. The instructor also shares workflow tips and keyboard shortcuts that actually speed up your editing process significantly. Here's what really sets this course apart. It includes lifetime access to updated content. As Premiere Pro adds new features, the instructor adds new lessons. That's rare and incredibly valuable. The course also has a job section where the instructor breaks down how to find freelance editing work, how to price your services, and how to deal with difficult clients. That's practical career advice you don't usually get. The only downside is that you need Adobe Premiere Pro, which requires a monthly subscription. But if you're serious about video editing, you're going to need it anyway. This is the one course for my test that I genuinely think is worth every penny. If you want to learn video editing, this is where you should invest your money. Your time and money are valuable. Spend them wisely. If this saved you from making a bad decision, hit like and subscribe for more honest reviews and smart career advice. And watch the next video to see the skills that are actually worth investing in.